Hey guys, what's happening? It's Nate from PlayYourCourt.com. Today we're talking about a key exercise that will help you get power on your serve. All right guys, today we're talking about getting more power on the serve, and I'm going to show you an exercise that is absolutely critical in developing this power. Today's instruction is for Play Your Court members with a rating of 70 and below, and if you're not familiar with the Play Your Court rating system, definitely get into the platform. Check out the website where we have a challenge league where you can work your way up a ranking system, or if you just want to meet people to practice, that's totally cool as well. I think everyone's situation is a little bit different. If we're still playing from home as we are in a lot of states, then definitely check out the Vault. Thousands of hours instruction that's now available for the entry-level price. All right, but let's jump into it. This drill, what is it? We don't need a racket. All right, all we need is one of two things. We either need a resistance band or a weight, and we can create weight kind of the non-traditional way. If you have a paint can, whatever it might be, just something with some weight. But ideally a weight or a resistance band will do the trick. Let's jump into that exercise now. All right guys, so remember you need one of two things in order to work this exercise. I'm going to start with the resistance band, but I'm going to show you with the weight as well. All right, first I'm going to show you the vantage point from straight arm, because I think it's important to go over something. First, you want to determine what the resistance is going to be that you're going to work at. The farther your foot goes away from you, going out to the handle there, all right, the less resistance, it's going to be easier to work through the exercise. The more the foot comes towards you, you shorten the band, and it's going to be much more difficult. All right, I'm going to set up, I'll go ahead and show you the lighter resistance. We should probably start there in the beginning so that we can really work through good form. And that's what we're talking about now. So here, as I set up through my service stance, I want to get into a power position. And here you can see that I'm palm up. And this is what I want you to focus on. We talk about shoulder over shoulders, and this is what's happening from the trophy stance, is as I power up, I want to make sure that I'm in this 45, not 90. Okay, so that when we do enter in 90, all right, but what happens is that's the phase after I've made that contact, hit the ceiling fin, but I'm coming through out towards my target. But at contact, I'm going to be at 45, all right, and this is really important because if you do this exercise to where you're staying in 90, right, what ends up happening is that you're going to create shoulder impingement, and that is no bueno for that rotator cuff. Or if you have labrum problems or anything else, a lot of times what ends up happening is that we're serving and we're keeping our arm in that 90 degrees, and that creates that impingement. All right, so let's work through the exercise here. This is just an awesome way to work the core and the legs and to get that firing mechanism that we see in big, powerful serves. So powerful serves, where do they come from? They come from the ground up, okay? We're talking about the kinetic chain. I'm pushing through the floor doesn't go anywhere. It creates energy pushing back, loading through the legs that fire through the knees, through the hips, and then I'm working through to contact, all right? And this really does a great job of demonstrating exactly what's happening on a serve. All right, so showing it to you sideways now so you can get a little bit of a better visual. Foot's down, I'm in my service position, arm up, okay, and making sure I stay at 45. I'm dodging the fan here a little bit, so bear with me if I'm not completely there. But the reason I wanted to show you sideways, I'll move forward a little bit now. Feet aren't as important here. I want you to focus on the torso now. All right, cleared that ceiling fin. All right, but starting in my trophy position, arm out, what I want you to focus on is as you power from the ground down and up, you'll notice the torso goes out, right? So from here, notice the plane that my torso is on. That's important because as we're working through the serve, the body stays fairly up and down, but through contact as I power up, what you'll notice is that I'm leaning this way out into the court. And that's really what we want to work on through this particular exercise. All right, so next up, we're gonna work through the dumbbell. And this is important. I've got maybe 10 pounds here, right? Don't use heavy weight. You don't need it. You're gonna end up hurting yourself. I've got a kettlebell, 30 pounds. That would be way too much. A kettlebell is perfect because of the handle and the mechanism, the way that it fires, right? But if it's more than 10 pounds, I just wouldn't use it. All right, so a lot of us are familiar with tricep extensions, right? And so a tricep extension is simply this, right? A lot of us do this, right? And that's building this part of your arm, the tricep. All right, but now if I wanted to, make sure I'm clearing the ceiling fan again. If this goes on much longer, I'm gonna have to get this thing removed. It's always in the way. All right, but so another variation of the tricep press, all right, the tricep extension, is that we go through something called throw the bomb, all right? And so what you can tell is the difference here is I'm firing through the legs now. I'm loading, I'm going here, throwing the bomb as if it's football, right? Like I'm loading up, I'm throwing the long ball. And this does the same thing. I'm firing through the legs up, through the core. Yes, it's my tricep, getting some work here, the pectoral, yeah, but it's all firing from the ground up, from my core, and then up. Main thing to stay away from here is if you're doing it and it's coming through this way, right? You can tell I'm going more 90, it's gonna be problematic. Keep it out away at 45. All right, guys, really hope you enjoyed today's instruction. That is gonna do it. But get out there, give this a go. Turn it into an exercise. 3 sets of maybe 10 to 15 reps, all right? But always start with those weights much lighter in the beginning and then work up to more resistance. It's an awesome exercise to build muscle memory as far as how the kinetic chain is working. It also helps with form, all right? A lot of us struggle with leading with that elbow. Oftentimes we lead with the hand and that's problematic. So just doing this exercise is gonna improve the form of your serve as well. All right, if you like today's video, please hit the like button. If you never want to miss a Play Your Court video, even from the confines of my home, this at-home series, hit subscribe. Hopefully Scott and I are on the court here very soon, bringing you some new content. But hope you're all well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.